challenge, you then need to be able to sort of prove how you've got consent in the first place. You need to have sort of proper inventory of all of your information assets. So things like the data audit is absolutely vital, one of the first parts of it. So you've got to sort of identify where all your data is, who has responsibility for it, what departments, where it's actually kept. For example, a lot of business now is done in what they call like the cloud. You might have a server storing information in Ireland, but it might be backed up in India. There's a lot of difference between data storage in, say, the EU and data storage sort of elsewhere. So again, this is the important part of your information asset audit, is to find all this stuff out. And it's only once you've done that you can then start to put together, I've got all of this personal data, why have I got it, what are the purposes, why is it necessary to collect and process it. And that's very much sort of the starting point for things like your privacy notices. For example, you can't write a privacy notice until you know what data you've got and why you've got it, why you process it, and how long you keep it, for example. After doing all of that, you're then able to decide whether or not you're going to be using things like consent or legitimate interest for your legal basis for processing. So again, a lot of confusion where people start almost at the end, and they're then thinking, well, I've decided legitimate interest or consent because it looks good, but how on earth now do I manage this? And it's because you're starting at the first part last. If you follow the logic, the chain of logic of sort of how you're going to manage the data, etc., which is within the GDPR itself. So the GDPR actually holds within the regulation the means to which you can comply. But sort of for a lot of people, because information governance is so new, as you know, people very much because they don't understand it, don't necessarily sort of look at that bit first. They understand the idea of legitimate interest or consent, and that's the bit people focus on.